it's ties into my definition of success, which is to be able to do what I want to do, when I want to do, with who I want to do it. So that's where I'm at. And my wins today also, we're getting out Christmas cards. I took an idea that was put out in one of the rooms. I took it to the next level where I made up, QR codes and put them on my Christmas cards. And then I made a YouTube video that people can just scan. It goes right to the video from the card, and finally gotten all that done and getting that all done and out and figured out. So that's my wins and my wealth for today.
That's a big win in my book.
I love that, Sean. I love that. So the QR code you created, does that go into your coaching program?
So no, what it does is it's so I made 10 personal QR codes. So for my 10, so for some of my clients and some family.
Uh-oh, I think you're in the Matrix, buddy.
What's that?
You were in the Matrix for a second.
Oh, sorry. What I was just saying is that I made some private codes, so that it goes to a private YouTube where it's a thank you, like right to this client or this customer. And then the rest of them, it's just one code that goes to a YouTube, my YouTube channel. It goes to a private video that all the other 100 people I'm sending out my Christmas card to can access.
Very cute, very cool, very ingenious how to use those QR codes, because a lot of QR codes, you're now seeing them on TV now. They were really popular for a while, and then all of a sudden they disappeared, and now they seem to be coming back again. So it's kind of interesting how QR codes and how people are actually understanding how to use them.
Yeah, I think with restaurants using them so much and so many of the no-touch things, people finally got back to using them. And for me, it also takes them to my website that has the video embedded in it. So it has my info, but it's not like it's more subdued. It's not like right in their face, but it does have my connection to my website and other stuff like that. So it's a way to be in front of people without it just being, hey, sales in your face, hey. So I'll land there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's kind of a more subtle way to approach it. Very cool. I appreciate that. I appreciate that sharing. That's gold. Gold, gold, gold. Grant had shared yesterday, which not many people, there wasn't a huge amount of people, but we still did something about Google. There was a Google, what was it called? Once Grant comes back, he'll explain it. Google, it wasn't a Google guide. It was a little bit different. Because I have a Google guide. I do Google guide for my local neighborhoods. And if you don't know what a Google guide is, here's a little education. Google has these guides in your communities. What you do is you take pictures or videos of your local restaurant, your local painter, get to know who your local people are. Then take pictures, take videos, and save them on your phone. Come back to your home and create, it's called a Google Guide listing. And you use the GPS coordinates of those locations and you put them into your blog, or you put them into, you can use GPS coordinates everywhere. But become a Google Guide. If you're not a Google Guide for your area, you need to. I think I have 1,500 points being a Google Guide in Valencia. See, I'm even giving pointers out to people that could be in my neighborhood. So Santa Clarita, Google Guide. And I'm not the highest, but I'm working on it. So you type in Google My Business or Google Guide. Actually, let me go to Google My Business. You could be doing this actually while we were talking. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Google My Maps. No, Google My Business. And if you don't have a Google My Business, you need one. You need one. And if you don't know how to do that, just go to Google and type in Google My Business. Because Google basically owns the internet. And if you're not listed in there, you are missing business. So I'm looking at my profile for my Google. And then if I go to reviews and I look at my reviews, okay, I have reviews from my clients. And if I go to, where is my Google guide? Let me see if I can find it. Insights, post. Isn't my post? Google Maps. It's in Google Maps. So you go to your Google Maps and you will find out about Google Guides, how to be a Google Guide in your area. And I'm like 1,500 points as a Google Guide for my area. So I don't know if anybody knew about that, but that's a little nugget I could drop right now for you.
You know what, Sam? I'm so glad you mentioned that because Deborah knows in Good Morning Real Estate we have a challenge going on right now, and it's a lot of people have really gotten into it, becoming a guide. And I think I don't remember how many points I have right now, but yeah, it's a great thing to do. I think a lot of people don't know about it. Of course, it's not unique to our industry, but it's a great thing. So thank you so much for mentioning it. It can really help bring attention to people, and help their local businesses as well.
Absolutely, and it's amazing. You can, and it's free.
That's the best part, right?
It's free. It's sweat equity. It's what you do to separate yourself, because not every agent in your area knows how to do it or even takes the time to do it, because time is our most valuable asset. So when we're going out and meeting our business owners and showing them value, saying, hey, I'm a Google guide, let me put your business on the front of Google by sharing with my followers. And the businesses, especially right now, the businesses, we've seen how many businesses shut their doors. Think about how many restaurants have shut their doors that were around for 40 years, were around for 50 years. And it's crazy. If we could be the catalyst for businesses to help them succeed, think about what kind of business we would get, and we wouldn't have to fish for a business anymore. It's just adding value.
Absolutely. And it's easy, and you kind of get into it. I know a lot of us in the Good Morning or the Real Estate All Day have gotten into it, and it's actually Linda Baker who had started, telling us that let's all try and post every day. Let's just post one thing to our business account, and then it got into, okay, let's include the reviews as well. So you're right, it's a free tip, and it's going to help your community. What could be better? Even if it's unsolicited, they'll read the reviews, and a lot of times they'll respond to them as well.
Absolutely. It's just being different in your neighborhood, and especially people that are new. Think about, you're brand new, you haven't sold a house, you haven't helped anybody. Think about what kind of value you can go up to a business owner and say, you know what, I just got started in real estate. I have a mentor, I have a coach. I'm so excited to get started. What I really want to do is become the go-to in our neighborhood for real estate help. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post valuable information on my Google Guide site. Here's my link if you want to take a look and see what I'm doing. I'm updating every week. I add another business to it every week. Would you like to be my featured business? Think about something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, I'll drop the mic.
Yeah, I wanted to see if anybody else wanted to come up, or had something to add, or just wanted to talk about what wealth means to them, whatever business they're in, and kind of, I think, the way Sam has just kind of created an open forum as well. But don't be shy, please. I see Tanya has her hand up, but for some reason I couldn't pull her up.
I see Amy down there, Michelle, Stephanie, Bella. We got a great group. You got to come up and say hi. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you're in real estate or any business and you want referrals, come on up and say hi. That's all it takes.
Yo, what's up, Sam? How you doing?
How do you pronounce your name, Ka?
Ka, yeah. But that's not my real name. It is Ka.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How can we help you?
So I'm 18 years old. I'm gonna get my real estate license in a couple weeks.
Woohoo!
I'm just wondering if I should go contact some agents and shadow them right now, or should I just wait until I get my license?
Shawnee, what do you think?
I would definitely, so have you taken your test yet or anything like that, or just something that you're thinking about you want to do?
Nope, I have not taken my test yet, but I signed up for a course.
Yeah, I would certainly, it can't hurt to talk to, a lot of people do that. You can talk to different brokerages. They're certainly happy to talk to you. I know when I was taking my courses years ago, we would have a different broker come in every day and take us to lunch, and we learned about their company. So I definitely think it's a good idea. You have the right idea to start researching now, looking online and asking if you can come in and talk to them. And that's good to take the initiative. I think that can really help you, right? To find out ahead of time what is being offered and what it's like, and to even ask them questions. I don't think it could hurt. You definitely want to get the test out of the way and things of that nature. But yeah, I think that's the smart thing to do. It does happen. I've had several people, I know that have done that. They've taken the initiative first.
What area are you in, Ka?
I'm in Nebraska.
So go to Google and search up top real estates in Nebraska, or top real estate agents in Nebraska. And then go down that list and find somebody that you kind of like, you feel like you can blend with, kind of look at the picture and see what they've done, see what the reviews are. And then what you could do is you can call them and say, listen, I'm getting my real estate license. This is all new to me. I'd love to find out how it works, what the paperwork is, what goes on behind the scenes, because I'm going to have to do it myself at one time. And I would love to learn from the best. And
that's a great idea, Sam. I would just add that sometimes I know with busy agents, I would totally call you and tell you, but also I know if you go to the broker, they're definitely going to give you somebody if you say want to talk to people in the business. They'll definitely will want to hook you up with somebody. You could do it either way, but I know sometimes, you might not get the fastest response going direct, but I think they're both great ideas. And feel free to back channel me if you want that list of questions with your email address. That I think is a good list to start asking people, brokers, if you want to consider working there.
Gotcha. Should I go okay, so if I go to a broker, do I just ask, hey, is there somebody that I could shadow, that I could learn from?
Yeah, actually that just happened to me. Somebody came to my broker and asked for that. Yes. And he, shadowed me.
there you go. That's fantastic. Great idea. And being young, it's good to bring something of value, since social media and things that somebody like myself, I'm in my 50s, doesn't know or forgets about. If you bring something of value to that agent, oh my gosh, that's worth its weight in gold, and they'll love you for that.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for being open and asking the question.
I got another question.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, so on Clubhouse, I see people in their bios that say that they're real estate builders. What does that mean? Does that mean they're are they just general contractors, or are they
investors? A lot of people, real estate builders.
No, they said they're builders.
Yeah, they probably are small. They're probably small builders. They or they could be bigger builders. It just depends on what their business is like. Because builders, I mean, they could be a small mom and pop builder. Like I have a buyer right now, and there's only 4 units in the complex, so that's a little small mom and pop builder. Or they could be like Grant Cardone. They could be doing all the development. So it just depends on their specific business model.
Was that helpful for you at all? I hope it was.
Yeah, it was. I was kind of looking at like Grant Cardone, like he's a developer. That's what I meant. Have you guys heard of Sydney Stumpo?
Yeah, she's a developer. Yep, and she's on here. She holds rooms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I was curious. Like, what does she exactly do? And I guess she's a developer.
Yeah, she is, and she has conversations all the time, and she's happy to take questions. And I definitely recommend that you go in and listen. There's a lot of developers on here. A lot of them. They have rooms pretty regularly.
You got some great questions, Ka. We appreciate you. Now, are you into? Do you do stuff with social media? Is it something that you would share with us? What is the latest thing in social media that you are finding is successful for businesses?
Well, I'm really not on the social media side, so I kind of like I distance myself because there's real distractions. But what I have seen, TikTok has been blowing up, and you can advertise for free on there, and it reaches like millions of people there for free, and people contact you. It's a great business idea.
Awesome. That's some great stuff. I do some TikTok. Not like dancing or any of that stuff, but sometimes I'll put some added value on, like I'll take like right now I have Instagram going, and I could actually take the Instagram and put it like portions on TikTok and add some value to that. So that's awesome. Thank you, Kai. I appreciate it. Anybody else want to come up and get referrals? Where are you? Share with us. Patrice.
Hi.
Welcome back up.
I'm so sorry. I had a call and then another call and another call.
That's the business, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm pinging some more people into the room, so.
Fantastic. I appreciate that. So, Shawnee, question for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking, but go ahead. Sorry about that.
No problem. No problem. So, what have you done for like holiday gifts? Anything different, or something that you've found out through Cold House, like holiday gifts?
Yeah, actually, I did find out something, and I'm actually going to be picking up the gifts for a lot of them. Some people, I do get something different based on their preferences. Like, for instance, I'm going to be buying boxes of truffles, and I know that they sell them at BJ's, and they're already wrapped. They already have a bow, perfect size, and I think it's going to be a great gift. Of course, you know, somebody I know who has special needs or doesn't enjoy chocolate or has dietary needs, I won't get that, but I think it's perfect size. It's already wrapped for a busy person, and yeah, you can buy them in bulk. They're very inexpensive as well. I think they're just a few dollars for each box, and the presentation's really nice. Doing that, I have my Christmas cards on my desk right now. My goal was to get them out before the end of this week. My holiday cards, should I say? And yeah, so this year I'm going to be doing the truffles for a lot of people, and then for some people, I'll be doing something a little different based on individual preferences. You know, if I know, for instance, somebody's diabetic, I'm not going to buy them the truffles. So, yeah, that's one thing. I think we talked about it. I know it came from Good Morning Real Estate. I'm trying to remember who suggested that, but Deborah might know. Remember who it was.
You know, I'm trying to think too. The truffles.
Udelka, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. But I like Harry. It's something oh gosh, there's a Christian magazine I got too, but I just ordered one of my clients' Wisconsin Man cheese. I think it goes Wisconsin Cheese Man. Yeah, that's it.com. And I'll tell you, Wisconsin has the best cheese, and they had some really good gifts. So I bought a basket, and it had like pancake mix, apple cinnamon with the syrup and the sausage. So I sent
Oh,
that
you're making
out.
me hungry. That really does sound good, and like a almost like a Hickory Farm type thing. Is kind of what you're talking about, right?
Yes. Yep.
Are you guys talking about gifts for your customers or like for friends and family?
Well, customers, but friends and family also. But you got to think, your customers are friends and family as well. So you have to think about, if you're going to start giving gifts in the holidays, make sure you add that business card in there.
Hey guys, I gotta hop off. I've got two crazy children in my car making way too much noise. Oh wow.
Children are welcome, Grant.
Oh my gosh, they agree with you.
Trust me, yeah, they're yes, let me stop. Sam, yes, okay, y'all be quiet.
Yes, sir.
Sam,
Yes, sir.
I would love to do that room with you one day if you want. And Shawnee, I sent you my cell. If you need any help with your franchise nonprofit, I could lend you a lot of advice. I'm doing all that right now. So if you need any help with that, feel free to give me a text or a call. But let's do that room soon. That'd be fun. All right.
Thank you, Grant. Appreciate it. Have a fantastic day. Take care of those kids. Yeah, it's crazy. We have these businesses, and we also have these lives. And since COVID, they blend. Like, I'm in my kitchen, in my dining room doing this today. And after I leave here, I go and do the driving lessons. And I'd rather be on Clubhouse than doing the driving lessons, to tell you the truth. Fun 17-year-olds. So Ashley, welcome to the room. Welcome.
Hi, how are you guys?
Fantastic. That's a great picture, by the way.
Oh, thank you. So my question is, I just passed my license exam yesterday, and I thought I knew who I was going to use as a brokerage, but I'm kind of second guessing some things. And so, do any of you have experience as or with a lot of new agents that have found Keller Williams versus eXp or versus smaller, as far as helping out those new agents get started and things like that? Have you found that one is more beneficial than the other, or I'm just having a hard time making a decision?
You know
I'll
what?
tell you again, Sam can answer, but I'll just tell you again, I have a list of questions if you want to back channel me that you can ask whoever you choose, and I think you should ask anybody. Like, for instance, if you interview 3 people, I think you should go through this list of questions just to make sure that everything's going to work for you, because you don't know what you don't know. And, marketing, all the fees that different places might have, monthly fees for copies, what the model is. Are you going to make a higher commission and lower overhead, or vice versa? What about training? So I'd definitely be willing to share that with you if you'd like.
Yes, that would be amazing. I will definitely back channel you, because I'm definitely seeing some big differences in fees and splits and all of that. But obviously, starting out, I definitely don't want to be all alone either. So weighing those pros and cons is what I'm trying to do right now.
And keep coming into these rooms, Ashley. Keep coming in these rooms. They're very important, because there's knowledge in this room. Like we were just talking, I don't know if you were in the audience or something. We were just talking about Google Guides for your local neighborhoods.
Yes.
And And that's so important to do something like that because a lot of people don't. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything but time, and just take a little initiative and go see some of the business owners in your area, especially the mom and pops, because mom and pops really need our business right now.
Yeah, I'm a small business owner outside of my original job. My first job is a small business boutique owner, and I'm getting into real estate. I'm kind of leaving one and starting a whole new venture, and so I definitely get the support local and definitely thrive on that mission. So
absolutely. And did you know that PR is free? Oh, PR is free. PR is free in your community. Write a press release. When you achieve something, when you do something, write a press release. Write a press release for getting a real estate license.
Oh, I never thought about that. That's awesome.
Look up how to write a press release in Google it. And as long as you keep it to bullet points and make sure that it's straight and to the point, talking about what it is, because there are actually I'll give you a website that looks for people to help them with stories. It's called Help a Reporter Out. Haro.
Okay.
Help a Reporter Out. And you could do that. You can go down the list of their questions, and they have some real estate questions in there. And if you feel confident, or if you could find out the information to answer those questions, they'll use your response. Like, you're a newer agent. You're not new in business, but you're a newer agent. Maybe they want to know what a new agent has to do to get a real estate license. I mean, maybe that would be something that Hara would want. But you never know where it's going to show up.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Do you guys find that having your own website is beneficial, or do you mostly just go off of Facebook and things like that, landing pages, or?
Anything you use and get it out there will work. I use a company website for my main one, and then I use Instagram. I gotta get more into TikTok. I use Instagram, I use Facebook, I use LinkedIn, I use Twitter. But I take the stuff that I create and I put it into other platforms. So I multi-purpose it. So I don't have to keep recreating it. And then I'll do like a stream. Like, I'm streaming now. Unfortunately, my streaming wasn't working to put it onto all my channels. But I could take the stream that I've created, that I'm doing right now, and I could download it, and then I can stream it out to all of my channels, all my social media channels. So I could keep it and reuse it.
Right.
And it's Wealth Building Wednesday. So next Wednesday, say I don't feel good, I could always take this stream and put it through my social media, and I'm still out there doing what I need to do.
Right. Yeah.
You want to be omnipresent. You want to be present everywhere. When somebody thinks about real estate, they think about you.
Right. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And Shawnee, you need to send me that little list, because I want your list, because it sounds awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It's actually a combination. I've gotten it from different lists and kind of put them together.
I'd love to see it, Shawnee. Please share.
Sure, just send me your email, for sure.
Absolutely. I will. All these wonderful people in the audience. Anybody want to come up? Kayata is brand new. Welcome to Clubhouse. Come on up so we can meet you and find out who you are and what you're doing. And don't be shy. We won't bite. We promise.
Come on up. She's one of the ones that I pinged into the room. She just passed her license She passed her school exam, so now she's studying hard for her license. So come on up, Kiana. Oh, she says she doesn't know how. Can someone pull her up?
Okay, I'll do that. I just invited you to speak, Kayetta. There you go.
Hi, can everybody hear me?
Absolutely. Welcome.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Patrice, for inviting me to this group. I'm very new to Clubhouse. I just heard about it today, and now I think I'm addicted to it. So this is my first actual, what is this called? Like a meeting room? A group room?
We call them calls for some reason, even though we're not in calls, but usually they say calls, but you can call whatever you want. Rooms.
Okay, well, a little bit about me. I actually started my real estate course last year, and actually it was last year, November, and I had every intention on actually completing my course by the end of February and being fully licensed by March, but it didn't happen that way. Life got in the way, I got sick, but I stopped working about a month ago, and I completed the rest of my course, and I called Patrice. Before I finished my course, I called Patrice and I said, you know what, I think I'm just going to let my real estate course lapse, and I'm just going to do it all over again. And she said, please don't do that. Just do what you can and at least take the final and see what will happen. And I followed her advice. Thank you very much, Patrice. I took it last week and I passed, so I'm so happy. So now I'm studying for my state exam, which unfortunately isn't until January 28th. So I'm buckling down. I'm taking crash courses, prep agent, and I'm just soaking up all the information that I can get from this group and other groups. And I actually wrote down some information that I didn't know about, which is a pretty good idea, which is, what did I write down? Doing a press release when I get my real estate license. So that was very good advice.
And it's free. It's free.
Yes. I'm definitely going to do that. But that's all about me in a nutshell, and I'm just glad to be here.
Welcome. Thank you so much for being open and honest and coming up here. See, we didn't bite her. Come on up, people. Come on up, people. Share who you are. Where can we send referrals? Come on. You know, think about closed mouths don't get fed. So if you want to be in this real estate business and make money, start here. Start here. Kat came up. He's 18 years old. And Cynthia, come on up. All right, we got some hands. Awesome. There we go.
Hi, this is Cynthia. How y'all doing?
Fantastic. Now that you're up here.
I just got my license in September of last year. And I'm here in Louisiana, and the market is crazy. It really is. I think this is the best time for new agents to step into the field and not be scared, because nobody's not going to know if you mess up or not, you know. And if you have any questions, reach out to the people around you, or even go further and reach out to people agents on Facebook. Because whenever I've had a question, sometimes I would have to do that. Because it seems like you are alone in the business, because it just, I don't know, for me it just seems like other agents don't want to pour into you. So you're definitely out here by yourself. But nonetheless, you got to push through it and, you know, get out here and build your brand and make a name for yourself.
You're not by yourself. You come into these rooms. Come into this room. Come into any of the transparent agent rooms. Come into Shawnee. You have the room in the morning also?
Yeah, I've actually come on a lot of rooms, or I'm around a lot, you know, whenever I have a minute to pop in. not always completely active, but feel free. Whenever you see me, I normally would do rooms on Tuesday night. I haven't done them for a while because I've been very busy, but feel free. If anybody's interested, you can follow me and I'll ping you in. I very consistently in certain rooms. There's a role play room I'm consistently in, usually most mornings. And also I'm active with the Good Morning Real Estate room and several other rooms too. I'm also like to stay up to date with the investment side, which I'm involved in myself. So feel free if you have any questions, if I can help you, or if you want for me to ping you in, I'd be happy to do that.
Follow Shawnee, follow me, follow each other, because you don't know. Like Cynthia, she may have some knowledge about business. She may have some knowledge about investment. She may have some knowledge about something that you don't know unless you follow her. Follow the transparent agent room. Follow the newly licensed now what room. Follow each other, because that person next to you may have some incredible knowledge that you don't know, that you need. And the connections could change lives. So, and that's what this whole Clubhouse thing was done. It was done for people connections. It was done to help change lives. It was done to help keep people connected during this crazy COVID environment. So, yeah, thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you. Got Keys. What's going on, Got Keys?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tim Map. I go by Map Got Keys. I've been licensed for about a year now. It's been a crazy year, but it started paying out a little bit here towards the end. I have an active listing, and I have one buyer under contract right now. I'm definitely looking to reach out to different agents all around the country, looking to get some referrals going, and whatever advice I can give as well as receive, I'm here for it. So, thank you.
Congratulations on your listing and your buyer. That is fantastic. Make sure that when you have something, I listen to like Joe Stump. I listen to different types of coaches. And one thing I learned about Joe Stump and what he does and what he talks about is when you have an event that is like say you give the keys. That's an event. That's what you want when you want to go for a referral or a possibility referral, using referral words. Also, when you're in escrow, as soon as you're in escrow, you say to them, what is it that you appreciate about us getting into escrow? And you start talking to what you're doing and how fantastic and how life-changing what you're doing each step of the way is. And kind of, they call it going 5 levels deep. But do what you're comfortable with when it comes to that. But in each situation, okay, you got an offer accepted. That's a referral moment. You get keys. That's a referral moment. You got contingencies removed. That's a referral moment. So if we wait till the end, a lot of times we miss those referral moments inside the transaction. So look up Joe Stump, by referral only. He has some great tools. He has a lot of free stuff there too. And it shows you that you have different times in the process that you could be getting business, possible business that you may be missing because we're not using those wonderful moments to show them that we're going above and beyond the call of duty every time we do something. So that's one of the things I wanted to drop to you, Got Keys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you coming up. It is 1:15. Anybody else want to come up and say hi and let us know where you're at and where we can send referrals? Because I am running this, not only am I running this on Clubhouse, I got it on Instagram, and I will be boosting it all through my Facebook group. So whatever you say here is going to be heard all over the world. So come on up, don't be shy. Closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. I've heard that a long time, and it's so true. Andrew, Carla, you guys want to come up? Rose, are you able to speak? If so, come on up. I'm going to try to ping some people in the room and see who I can get to come up and share their wisdom. We have so many incredible people in this clubhouse. We call them the clubhouse streets. And you never know who you're going to meet. You know, Grant Cardone could come into our room. You never know. And there's all these other incredible people. Got, here we go. I'm pinging. Please feel free to ping your friends to come in and ask questions. I'm pinging my buddy Luis. I'm pinging Coach. I'm pinging Stephanie Smith.
Cynthia, I got a question.
Oh, there you go. Come on.
I'm here.
I mean, it was fun when we lived across the street before COVID.
Never mind. Excuse me. Never mind.
Go ahead, Ka. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, as a new agent, what's the best way to get leads, and how are you, like, networking?
Well, they usually set up the.
You said as a new agent, what was the first question?
What's the best way to get leads, or how are you getting leads, and how are you, like, networking?
And then, well, the inside.
Oh, okay. So when I decided to start studying, I told all my friends, look at here, I'm getting ready to become an agent. So I need you to get your credit together, and I'm going to help you get your credits together. So when the time comes and I pass my exam, you'll be ready to purchase. So I started with all my friends, and from that, they referred people to me. And everybody who I see that I kind of know, or if they stop me in the street, or even if I hear a conversation, I'll give them my business card and then just really, quick pitch them that, hey, I'm a real estate agent. If you're looking to buy, sell, lease property, I'm your girl. Give me a call.
Gotcha. So it's like a word of mouth, basically?
Yeah, the word of mouth and your sphere of influence.
Does your never mind. You're not in the firm, are you?
And, I'm with Nola Choice Realty here in Louisiana.
Gotcha. Do they provide leads? Like, do they give you leads or not?
No, they do not. You have to get your own leads. But I was listening earlier. Definitely Instagram, but even better than Instagram, TikTok. TikTok, you're talking to everybody around the globe. So TikTok is it's one. I don't use it, but I am on there as a realtor. I haven't used it yet because thank God I've been busy with my sphere of influence. So yeah, I have 2 closings that's coming up.
Win. Awesome, Cynthia.
Yeah. But yeah, any other questions, feel free to ask me, guys. And also, too, what I've also learned is to definitely jump in all of these rooms and find out when they have like a meet and greet going on in your city or in your area, and drop in on some of those meet and greets so you can introduce yourself to other agents. Because even just with that, with just introducing yourself just to an agent, you might fall into a contract with them, and if you leave an impression, they'll remember you when it's time to place your offer, especially if it's a multiple offer.
I'd like to add to that, being a new agent, you may not be getting leads right off the bat, and you might end up having to take a part-time job, which is what I had to do. My advice is make that part-time job something real estate related. I actually got a job working at Lowe's, and I can't think of a better place for a realtor to be than Lowe's. That's actually where I got my listing from. Also, the Facebook groups. A lot of people will post looking for a realtor. Even if you don't get that person, just posting underneath that and people seeing your name that you are a realtor and you're active will bring you some more leads. I just wanted to add that.
Yes, your local in search of groups, Ka. Your local in search of groups. Type in on Facebook, in search of, or ISO. Look at those. A lot of times they do have real estate people in those groups. So yeah, in search of Facebook groups.
I also have something to add as well. Team up with a credit repair person, credit repair specialist.
Yep.
And because a lot of people credit or their finances is not together yet, but if you help them through that process, they'll definitely remember you. And if you stay current with what their progress, you can kind of like form your own timeline of when they will be prepared to go to a lender to get ready to start looking for a property. So I know that helps as well, getting with a credit repair specialist.
I would add to what Cindy just said is that's a good idea, but just be very careful. There are some people that are credit repair specialists that are not on the up and up. Not to say everybody, but there's a lot of them that are overnight credit repair specialists. I would talk to a lender. A lot of lenders will do it for free, and you don't have to hire somebody. Like, for instance, the lender I work with, they have somebody in their company that just helps people with things that they can do to bring their credit score up. So not to say they're all bad, but there are some that just take people's money with things that they could do themselves. So I would try that first, but definitely if not, find a reputable credit repair company, not a fly-by-the-night one that's a scam. And I'm not saying all of them are out there, but just watch it. That's all I would say.
And then another thing too that I did, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to give y'all everything that I did to get me to where I'm at.
Absolutely, Cynthia. Just share. Cool.
I also pay attention to the signs. You can get a lot of leads from people that are trying to sell their house themselves. That's I have done that as well. If I see for sale by owner, I'll stop and I'll write down that number, and then I'll give them a call first thing in the morning and try to talk them into why it is that they need to use me as their agent. Also too, I have a lot of friends that work at the bank, and that has helped me as well, because what you want to do is two things. You want to find out what is your, or who has the first time buyer program, and kind of go to those the meetings that they have.
I think somebody's open mic.
Carla?
Try to go to the first time buyer program seminars. That's another way that you can get buyers. Also too, try to make friends with bankers, because a lot of the banks will have information on programs that are going on in your city. For example, first time buyer program here in Louisiana, they have the first time buyer program where they're giving up to $200K for first time buyers. So do that, and that's definitely going to help you to get a lead. Those two things. Look at the signs for sale by owner, FSBOs, and team up with a bank and a lender, as Shani said. That's it.
That's great. Yeah, and we have a role play Monday through Friday with David Hill every day. We role play calling it expired in FSBO. That's very grassroots, but it's a great thing. A lot of people get away from doing it. I started out doing that, calling expired people who listed but didn't sell the first time in FSBOs, and it's low hanging fruit. And it's there's no cost really except for maybe acquiring the numbers. But we do have a role play room Monday through Friday. Listing Sync, which is a club run by David Hill. So anybody who's interested, I'll co-mod that room. Feel free to come in. It's at 8:20 Eastern time. Oh, Armando's here too.
Hi,
he knows all about that.
I just wanted to jump in really quickly and say, just be careful of your state laws as well. I'm licensed for the state of New York and Connecticut, and in New York, we are not allowed to call. We are still under a state of emergency due to the pandemic.
That's right. Yeah, that's true. Definitely check with your do not call, of course, list. But I know New York has that situation, which I found was really unique when I found out why, because of
But you
emergency
almost said it
lines.
right. Ridiculous.
I mean, I was like, what? Wait a second. You mean that you're blocking emergency lines? But yeah, it is a law. That's the most important thing too. Every state's different, so always, no matter what you hear in Clubhouse or anywhere else, always check with your local laws, your brokerage, see if it's legal. You don't want to get yourself in hot water. Thank you for that reminder, Patrice.
Always write it down, research and apply. Make sure you check with your local laws and your broker. And we are not lawyers and we don't play them on Clubhouse. Just make sure you write it down, research and apply. Don't take everything that we say. Just make sure you research it.
Yo, got keys. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't like when you work at Kohl's. Do you have like a card, cards handout, or like can you just talk to people about your real estate agent, being a real estate agent?
So one of the reasons why I joined my firm, Coldwell Banker, is because they kind of just give you a bunch of stuff just coming in the door. And I actually got like a bunch of business cards, and some people will say that they don't really work. I just give them out to whoever, and also include them in like different cards and things that I might mail out to people. I'll put like 2 or 3 of my business cards in there.
It's a 6-foot rule. If somebody is 6 feet from you, you pass out your business card, especially when you first start. If they're 6 feet from you, you ask them who they know. If they were going to buy or sell some real estate today, who do they know that they would go to? And that's really simple script. If you or somebody you know were looking to buy or sell real estate today, who would you know? Who would you use?
Yeah, that's a great point. And Donkey, that's a great point. And just to remind everybody, we try to be agnostic in this room. I mean, I know Sam does. Everybody, a lot of brokerages give out free cards. Mine does too. But I know what you meant. That's great. They never get old. I mean, people think, oh, don't do that anymore. Yeah, you should still do it for sure. I mean, while I was away for Thanksgiving, I definitely gave the people that were to my left, to my right, and behind me the cards, right? If I talk to anybody. Like Sam said, the 6-foot rule is a great rule, and always have them with you. I always have them in my phone case because, who's to say it doesn't work anymore? There's a lot of demographics that still use them, and those demographics are the ones who have equity a lot of times, So I would just say never, it's not blanket. Like I know I used to say when I first got into investment, we would talk about bandit signs, and bandit signs are those signs that you see that say power washing, $50 or whatever. And I would say, well, who really reads those? Well, just because I don't read them doesn't mean that other people don't read them. So definitely, I like that point. Definitely, you can deal with the old with the new.
And I would try to give out like a certain number a day. I think when I started out, it was 10. It's really hard. It sounds like it's not a lot, but when you're actually out there and you got maybe 5 cards given out and you have 5 left, you're trying to figure out who you can give it to. It kind of pushes you to network more. So just kind of have an idea in mind of how many cards you want to give out per day and stick to it.
Absolutely. Make a goal. Write it down. Make sure you make a goal every day to pass out a certain amount of cards, to make a certain amount of calls. And you know what? In your phone, if you look in your phone, if you have an iPhone, you scroll, you go to your contacts, you scroll down all the way down to the bottom. And it's going to show you how many people you have in your phone. That is a database because for some reason or other, you put those people in your phone to call. So that is a database. So if you think about who is in your phone, and if you saw them, say, at a restaurant, would you recognize them? So start going through your phone, get rid of duplicates. I used a tool, let me see if I can find it on my phone real quick. I got too many things on my phone. But I used a tool to go through my phone and to get rid of duplicates, get rid of ones that didn't have phone numbers. I don't know why they were in there, but it is called Contacts Backup. contacts backup, and it was like I paid I think it was like $3.99 for it. I paid for the full version. But contacts backup, put that in your phone, and it will actually go through your phone and tell you what you have that are duplicates. And it's really a cool tool. And then I had I think I had 7,000 people in my phone at one point. And then I went and downloaded that, and I think I'm down to like 2,000. And I keep going into it, and I keep getting rid of ones that I didn't recognize or who they were. I didn't recognize where I met them. Or I'll send out a blast, which you can only do like 50 at a time, otherwise you're spam, to people like my newsletter. Like if you click on if you go to my digital business card on top, my 10K card, if you push on it, you go to the link, and I have tools in my 10K card. I have home seller secrets. I have home buyer secrets. I have different things that I would give to people. Sold in 14 days or fire me. Buyer incentive program, guaranteed seller system. Different things that I have in there that I could share my digital business card, and I do. Sometimes I'll go to breakfast, and I'll turn on I'll go to my digital business card, and I'll see who has their AirPlay on or their AirDrop. And sometimes I'll just drop it. And it's kind of funny to see who accepts it and who doesn't.
Just a creep, Sam.
It's fun because, I mean, especially when you go into networking group, if you go in a networking group and they're passing business cards, nobody wants a dirty business card anymore. I hate to say it. But if you turn on your AirDrop, and most of you know Sean 10K, he's done some incredible stuff with this digital business card. If you don't know about it, go to my digital business card and look it up. Amazing tool to be able to pass it off to somebody. Like, got keys, you're in Home Depot or Lowe's or wherever you work, and you say, you know what, I can help you with real estate. You know, do you have a Apple phone or Samsung? And depending on which they have, if they have a Apple phone, you can AirDrop it to them. If they have a Samsung, they can scan your code. So there's a little tool that we're all kind of using since we've all been in Clubhouse probably for about a year now. And Sean 10K is like everywhere. If you don't know him, you need to know him. So I'm going to land my plane and let Armando speak, because actually, you know what? I saw Carla in here a little while ago, so I'm going to let Carla speak, and then I'll go to your Armando.
Are you there, Carla? No, she's not there. But just real quick before you go to Armando, I want to say, yeah, AirDrop, definitely we do that too, but I think I like what Key said, because different demographics, some people don't do that, you know. I do it, but my client that's 77 might not do it. So I love the fact that we need to take the new with the old. You have to embrace change, and some of the grassroots stuff will work for a long time.
Absolutely. Carla, you there? You're so patient. The patience of Job. Are you still there? Okay, we'll come back to you. Armando, welcome. Always nice to see you, brother.
Howdy, yes, good afternoon now. It's Armando, East Texas, real estate agent. Let's see, I dropped in when y'all were talking about the business cards. I don't use my business card as much. When I do, I put a sticky back magnet on it for when I go door knocking and when I get on listing appointments. But I keep a stack of the magnet sticky back business cards in my car. Because it's a different kind of feel to that card. They can put it on the fridge, and instead of putting it on the table and it'll get tossed one way or the other. Most likely they're not going to put my information in their phone. I use a digital card as well, so I've done keyboard shortcuts. I have a QR code for my digital card, so if I come across potential lead, I got their information as well, so I can follow them a little bit easier. And then let's see. I guess what's the subject? of it all. Or I guess something new I'm working on is tapping into my sphere of influence. I need to get all my contacts on my iOS into my dialer, and or get them bulk and at least, you know, reach out to my friends and family. I'm sure there's a bunch of potential clients I probably miss. I dial every day. There's those expired, so that's kind of the business that's waiting for me, and I'm torn to stop doing that when they're ready to go. All I have to do is, you know, handle objections versus people who aren't even thinking about making a move. It's hard to tear myself away from the phone for doing that, so I got to carve out time to implement, you know, my SOI, reaching back out with them. Other than that, just here to hang out and provide value when I can and ask questions. Armando, real estate agent here in Houston, Texas.
Awesome. I appreciate you, Armando. My wife was just tapping her watch, so I have to run. You guys, if you guys want to keep that room going, fantastic. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that still need help, and you know, come up on stage and please share and pour out to each other. But I have to run, so I'm going to change that little link to Shawnee 10K, or you could change it. I'm going to take I'll do this. Let's see. Is that what yours is, Shawnee 10K?
No, I have a different link.
Okay. You can actually. I think you could change it.
I can go up there because I'm gonna have to step out.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
All right. So, did we want to close the room and then I'll see you guys tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna step out. We can close the room unless somebody else wants to mod. But I can't. This has been a great room as always. I just have to step out.
Awesome. Armando, do you want to keep the room going, or are we all good with closing the room for right now?
I can keep going. I'm just sitting at a coffee shop waiting on a phone call. So
fantastic.
The next 15 minutes.
Fantastic, Armando. Ping your people in. I'll do some pinging before I leave, and yeah, your room.
Yeah, bye guys. Thanks, Sam. Armando, if I am still around, I'll ping some people in for you. I'll leave you for now. So have a great conversation, guys. If anybody wants to back channel me and needs anything, feel free.
Hello. Okay, awesome. Well, good to have you guys. Was that you, Carla, that on my? Anybody have any questions?
Yeah. I'm trying to. Hi, I don't know how to use this too well. This is Carla, Realtor, Miami Beach.
Hey, Carla. So what you want to do? The bottom right is the microphone. You probably already saw it's the icon. The bottom right. Second, you want to follow me and all the mods here on stage. Give us a follow. Especially Sam, the creator of the club. So once you do that, follow the club, which is the green Monopoly house on top, and that will trigger some more real estate type stuff, rooms that may interest you. I don't know how it does it, but it's supposed to. But yeah, so those are the main things we want to be doing here. And follow people on stage.
All right, everybody. Hey, I'll go get my daughter, do some driving lessons. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for coming. Instagram, thank you so much for coming on my stream. Love you all, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Use that word. Pivot. Yeah. She driving today? No.